Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanvi Sukharam Doshi and today is Anything Can Happen Thursday. In today's video, I am going to give you my top 5 recommendation of books. These books are something which has changed my life. There are few books which you can keep reading through your lifetime when the situations come. I just would like to quickly tell you that today the 5 books recommendation which I have selected for you guys are related to somewhere or the other your mental health. I love reading and reading has helped me and changed me as a person in my life a lot. Let me give you a quick flashback about me. I was a very rebellious kid. I was very spontaneous with my reactions. My anger would be on the peak of my nose. Every time something would happen, I am just ready to fight, ready to argue. Also, I was a person who would react very quickly. Also, I was a person who constantly needs validation from other to feel secured, which is wrong, which is so wrong. That is so much pressure on the other person, and that is so wrong you do to yourself, that you do not give yourself that much of love, that you keep seeking validation outside rather than from inside. So these are few of the things which a book can change in a person, and if a person like me can change, I think anybody can change. I know there are few people who just gets very sleepy when they open their books, but do not worry. If you are interested in listening also, I'm going to find the audio links to the books I am going to recommend today and put it in my description box, so there is no excuse. If you want to change your life, you must go through these books at least once in your lifetime. I'm sure a lot of people would have recommended you these books or at least once spoken about these books. This is nothing new, but this is just my try to help you guys get a little bit more self-aware, self-conscious, and also self-loving, which is so important. It is not selfish, guys, to love yourself. It is very important to love yourself first, because only then you will know what love is, and you will be able to give it to others, and you will be able to receive it also from others. Anything and everything is possible, because this is Anything Can Happen Thursday. Keep watching this video if you're interested. She's somebody who has educated and empowered so many women in her lifetime from her childhood till now, and she's doing it so beautifully, respectful of all the norms, but also not keeping quiet when things are going wrong, when things are needed to be spoken about, the topics are supposed to be discussed about. She has written them so wonderfully, and I am a big fan of Sudha Murthy, so I have almost read all her books. But for those of you who have yet not read her books, I would like to recommend you top 3 of my favorite books from Sudha Murthy. And one of the book is Gently Falling the Bakula. I've just made quick notes about what I really like so that we don't waste a lot of time here. So I'm just going to read few things. This book by Sudha Murthy is written nearly 5 decades ago, and which is so relevant in its scrutiny of modern values and work ethics. It talks about innocent school-college love between 2 exceptionally brilliant students to then getting married to each other. It looks like almost it's a fairy tale. Sudha Murthy so beautifully describes the life events of 2 people, the rise of the one, the submission and the sacrifice of the other, and then the realization of it all. What I love the most about them is the journey, of course, but mainly the end. How smoothly it has been left to your imagination. I think that's the common point in all Sudha Murthy's books, where she leaves the end very abrupt to your imagination, which makes you think, to put yourself in that situation and then expect what results you would like. It's just a beautiful experience reading each of her books. The way she has portrayed the entire story, the life events, the sacrifices, the sorrows, the happiness, the expectations, the fulfillment of that expectation and still no recognition to it, and then later how things change, how realization kicks in. It's so beautifully described. In this month of celebrating Women's Day, I will highly recommend everyone to read this book and not make the mistakes made by these 2 people, these 2 partners, the couple. Love does not tell you to be submissive of your own growth. Love helps you fly. That's my takeaway from this book. So I would recommend this book. It's a must read and I would rate it 5 on 5. The second book which I would like to recommend by Sudha Murthy is this book Dolar Bahu. Once again, it's a brilliant short tale with a life story lesson by Sudha Murthy. To be very honest, these things, morals, are always taught to us while growing up, but the incorporation of those norms with conscious mind is what sets every human apart and different. In this book, the author, Sudha Murthy, beautifully elaborates with the examples and experiences the typical mindset of Indian household. What I love about this book is it smoothly goes from love to conditions and then towards the expectations of forgiveness. It's an interesting read and I would rate it 4 on 5. The third book that I would like to recommend by Sudha Murthy is Mahashweta. This is an award-winning book. I can't explain you how and what all Anupama from Mahashweta goes through and how beautifully she gets out of it, and there is a will to fight. It's just amazing to see a woman get and feel empowered even after having the subconscious thoughts of committing a suicide. Before getting into it, I am telling you it's a must read and I rate this 5 on 5. This is an award-winning book by Sudha Murthy and was critically acclaimed by The Hindu, The Deccan Chronicle, Hindu Business Line and many more. In this book, the author Sudha Murthy talks about an inspiring story of courage and resilience in a world marred by illusions and betrayals. This poignant tale offers hope and solace to the victims of prejudice and that governs the society even today. The social stigma of a married woman living with her parents, her stepmother's continuous barbs, and the ostracism that accompanies her skin condition forces her to contemplate suicide. But determined to rebuild her life against all odds, Anupama goes to Bombay, where she finds success, respect, and the promise of an enduring friendship. So I strongly recommend this book to everyone, may it be a girl, a boy, women, a man. Everyone must read this book, guys. It's an enlightenment to read it. It's an eye-opener. It's just making you conscious of the things you are doing or saying in your every day-to-day life. It's just her way of saying that be mindful and be cautious of your words and of your actions. So I recommend this book to everybody and I rate this 5 on 5. The book I'm going to recommend now is my personal favorite. It is my Bible. It has changed me. It has changed my perception. And it has changed my reactions to situations, to life, to people. And it has just taught me how to sail through, how to be positive, how to attract good things. This is my life changer. This book has got me, my U-turn in my life. And I have been gifting this book ever since to so many of the friends, so many of family members. I would just love to give this book to anybody and everybody who I feel really needs it, and I have done that. So let's just quickly jump into this book now. The book I'm talking about, guys, The Secret, The Power, is by Rhonda, and this book has changed my life truly, and I would give all the credits to this book and nobody else for changing my life so beautifully. You are meant to have an amazing life. That is the first page of this book, and that just in itself makes you feel so positive. This is a life-altering book by the author Rhonda Byrne. Words will fall short if I tell you how much this book has changed and evolved me as a person. It changes your perspective of seeing things, tells you how to talk to your mind in and out of situations and thoughts, eventually which leads to change in your reactions and response to life. In this book, the author shows you the way to an amazing life. She makes you believe there is so much for you to know about life and it is all good. In fact, it is beyond good. In fact, it's phenomenal. What I truly love about this book is it makes you realize life is so much easier than you think it is, and as you come to understand the way life works, the power you have within you. You will truly experience the magic of life in its fullness. I highly recommend this book to everyone, lows or in highs, best or in worst. This book is something that must be by your side. Now let the magic of your life begin. Buy this book today, read it, gift it to somebody you feel requires it. I would rate this book 5 on 5, and I would want everyone to have this book by their side, by their bedside. I always have this book by my side. Anytime I'm feeling low, I'm feeling anything, I would just open randomly one page and it would just make me feel that this is somehow connecting to my problem and giving me solution. So definitely must buy and a must read or listen to it. So the last book I would recommend to all of you is this book, How Do We Know If We're Doing It Right by Pandora Skyes. This book is an amalgamation of essays on modern life, unpacks all our anxieties with tremendous intelligence and elegance. In this book, the author has so beautifully spoken about the day-to-day problems. Reading this book somehow makes you feel that you are in a deep conversation with the person who peered inside your head and saw exactly what you have been thinking about all these years. This brilliant, joyful, wise, necessary collection gives you everything you need. The writing is sharp and also so lush. Few things are irrelevant yet emotionally intelligent. It is an encyclopedia of tomorrow, a history of yesterday, a mean by which to navigate the present. Pandora is my personal guru, and how lucky you are now, it can be yours too. It's a must read, guys. I would rate this 4 on 5. Definitely get your hands on this book as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's Anything Can Happen Thursday, and if you've yet not liked this video, do it right away and also share it with your friends and family, because in times like this, where the world is being so negative, so difficult, books can be our best friends. And let's help each other. Let's take care of our mental health. If you like reading, read books. If you like listening, listen to the books. If you don't like books, then just maybe sit outside with the nature, but do take care of your mental health and do not let outer world affect your inner mental peace. So on that note, I'm going to take a leave, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.